It was reported that in 2005, more than 3,500 people died from drowning on lakes in the United States. Now, some people might say it's from parents not watching their kids, or from people who just don't know how to swim. But I believe that some of those are from people who don't know how to survive when stranded. Now, if you're stranded on a lake, there's three things you have to remember. You have to find food, make a shelter, and get rescued. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do all three the right way. First thing you want to do when stranded is find food. Now, to do this, you don't have fishing poles, obviously, because you're stranded. So you're going to want to jump in and try to catch a fish with your bare hands. Now, the first step is to lose as many clothes as possible so that you have more things to dry off with when you jump back into your pool. Second is you're going to want to know what the water temperature is. Now, the water temperature here, I already measured, is about 45 degrees, which is very cold. Now, any colder and you can get hypothermia if you stay in too long. So you do not want to stay in long at all. Air temperature is probably only about 50, so that doesn't really help much. Okay, once you lose as many clothes as possible, you want to find a nice clear spot to go fishing. This does not look too clean. There's yucky stuff there. So I'm going to sail out more. Now remember, not to stay in too long, because if you stay in too long, you're going to get sick. The best way I find to do this is to jump in really fast so it's all one big shot, not cold, cold, cold reactions. So, oh my God, that is cold. Okay, so, get back there a little bit. What you're going to want to do is jump in and just flail as much as you can, trying to find something. Once you find something, grab it, come up, and get to shore as quickly as possible. So, now my long-awaited dive into the coldest weather water I've ever been in. And here we go. Oh my God! I got one! When you get your fish, I obviously was closer to shore. That's how you catch littler fish. If you want to get bigger, go out deeper. But it's going to be very hard to get back into your canoe. So now you want to take the fish, beat it on the ground a couple times, make sure it's dead. We'll show you what you do next. What you want to do is build a fire to cook your fish because you don't want to eat it raw. Now, there's many natural ways to start a fire. Sticks, stones, whatnot. I prefer the more natural Kingsford lighter fluid. So as you can see, I got some dead trees. And now I have to add my fish. Yeah. Now you're going to want to wait until, come on. You're going to want to wait until it's nice and dark so the meat gets cooked up. And once that happens, you'll eat. You're going to want to do this as often as you get hungry. I advise not to do it too much, as you will freeze. As you can see, my fingers are really, really red. So that thing's cooking. It's almost done. We just get a little more of this natural fire stuff here. Okay. And now, now that it's almost done, there you go, here you go. You want to take the fish out. Get that fish out of there. And I'm going to break off a little bit. Eat it. Wonderful. Now, after you eat your first meal, not the best meal of your life, but your first meal, you're going to want to find shelter. You don't want to stay in the woods because wild animals can get to you. You want to stay in the open, so if a helicopter or plane or something fly by, they can get you. So what you want to do is you want to sail over and find something like this tree over here that hangs over the water, so that you don't have to get on land. Animals can come and get you if you're on land or if you're close to land, so you're going to stay pretty much as far away as possible. You're going to want to also do this before it gets dark out, because when it's dark, you're not going to find something. The whole reason you're tying yourself to something is because, well, you don't want to drift away and wake up the next morning lost. You could be down a river or a stream, or maybe there's a waterfall in the lake, I don't know. So, looks like I got good and hooked in, and once you're hooked in, you're going to get down as low in the canoe as possible to have less wind resistance, and so you stay warmer. So to get down low into here, and if necessary, lose layers just like you did for swimming to keep yourself warm. Now, I'm going to take a nap, and then we'll show you how to get rescued. The last thing you're going to want to do is try to get rescued. Now, smoke signaling could work, but only Indians know how to do that. Another way is to stay out on shore and wait for a helicopter or plane, but who knows when they come around. Third way would be the direct approach, meaning find some kind of civilization or person and approach them. Maybe they can provide you with some assistance. So I found some shelter and a person, and I'm going to sail over put that down. And come on. Now that I've found some shelter, hopefully there'll be people inside. Now, I've shown you how to survive if just stranded on a lake. Showed you the three things you need to know: finding food, finding shelter, and being rescued. This shouldn't happen to many people, but if it does, now you know how to survive.